Hey YouTubers, I wanted to make a review on the Boss MC750B motorcycle speakers I bought a couple of weeks ago. Excellent pair of speakers. I bought 3 units to put on a Yamaha Roadstar. I'm going to give you my thoughts, my reviews, how I hooked it up, and hopefully some valuable information. The Boss unit comes with 2 4-inch full range speakers, a 1000-watt amp, and the amp has a volume control to adjust the volume up in the front handlebars or behind the seat. These are some of the specs that come with the amp. It's a Bluetooth auxiliary input, 1000-watt peak, full range, Class D amplifier. This is from the owner's manual, and this is the schematics on how to hook it up to the electrical system. It's actually pretty easy to hook up. The first pair of speakers, what I did was connected it to the front handlebars. They're absolutely beautiful, black and chrome, heavy duty hardware. Look at the size of those bolts. Very unique design, very beautiful, and they sound great. The second pair of speakers, I attached them to the crash bar. And again, look at the hardware holding these things onto the crash bar. Look at how beautiful of the design these are. It matches the bike like it came from factory. Here's the other one on the other side. Really beautiful in design. The third set, I attached them to the back sissy bar just to give me a surround sound. Really sounds good. It's funny, every time you turn your head, you think there's somebody back there because the music is loud and it's catching you off guard. At the beginning of the video, I mentioned that it comes with a volume control, and because this is 3 separate amps, I had to do something to control the volume and it's like a fader effect on the bike. So what I did was I got a cigarette lighter adapter which transforms or does 1 lighter into 3. I got this at Walmart, and what I did was I hollowed it out and I put the 3 volume controls inside the little box, and it actually looks pretty cool. I can control the volume of the 3 amps individually or all 3 at the same time. Folks, we know how limited space is on a motorcycle. So I found a little spot right there on the top forks in front of the motorcycle in order to install the 2 amps. These amps control the handlebar speakers and the crash bar. And that area that's open right there is actually great because wind gets in through there and it keeps the amps cool. And since the amps are weatherproof, I don't worry about them getting wet or being ruined by water. The third amp I had to connect under the seat. I didn't have any room in the front forks, so I had to be creative. What I did was I took the little tool bag out from under the seat. Since I have saddlebags, I just put them in the saddlebags and hooked all this up in that little space. Now all this wiring doesn't go to the amp. Some of it is for the LED lights that are on the bottom of the bike, and then the rest of the wiring is to the other amps that go to the front of the bike. This is another view from another angle, and you can see how the amp is tucked in there. The toughest part of the job was trying to hide all these cables. You got 3 amps working all at the same time, and there's a ton of cables that come with them. And what I did was I had to take the tank off in order to run all these cables under here, and they all meet right in that little spot under the tank. All 3 amps and the speaker connections are all tucked under that tank. And you see, I brought it down here. The fuses are numbered, and in case there's a blow on one of the amps or I'm having problems with them, I can isolate the problem, and instead of taking all this out, I can just work on the specific amp. Folks, when it came to the connection on the amplifiers, I decided to go with an on and off switch. I figured if I did it this way, when I start the bike, I don't get that initial jolt or the surge of the bike starting up, and the battery doesn't get that drain of 3 amps starting up before the bike starts. So what I did was I put an on and off switch connected to the 3 amps, and after the bike is turned on, then I turn on the stereo. And it works great because sometimes, you know, you're going down the road or you're pulling into a gas station, and instead of turning all those knobs, what I just do is I just turn the stereo off, and I don't go in there like I'm in a nightclub. The amps, all 3 of them were connected with Y jacks, and they start here in the front. All of the wiring is fed underneath the tank, and everything is caught there. The on and off, the speakers, and the 3 amps are caught right under there. I'm going to go around the bike and give you a final look of how it looks, how the speakers look on the bike. They really are beautiful speakers. They're brand new model. I've never really seen them being reviewed by anybody on YouTube, and I figured I'd take a couple of minutes and show you how really beautiful these speakers are. In the next clip, I'm going to put on some music so you can hear how they sound. Now, you do have to realize that you're not going to get the same sound I'm getting because I'm recording it from my phone to your TV speakers, but they really do sound rich, full. The clarity, the clearness is there for motorcycle speakers. These are not, you know, nightclub speakers. They're only 4 inches. Bass is limited, but it sounds nice. It's very rich. So let me turn them on so you can see how they work. The way I work this is I'll put on some music, turn on the amps. Sorry folks, I lost the Wi-Fi here in the garage, but you can hear how they sound. My last thoughts on the speakers and the amps. For the price, they're unbelievable. Beautiful speakers. They sound great. They look great. And they make your bike look fantastic. I picked these up on Amazon for about $130, and the bottom ones, I picked them up for $99 each on eBay. So for $130, I put a hell of a stereo system on this bike without having to not put subwoofers and tearing up the bike. Easy to take off if one of them breaks. Got a great warranty on them, and they do sound fantastic. Guys, that's the end of my review. Hope you like my review. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. If you like the video, give me a like. I hope you liked it. And thank you for watching.